I'm in so much pain everywhere. Um, my digestion is completely stopped, and I'm not urinating either. It's my I'm urinating almost nothing, and I'm trying to figure out why. And it's either because my gallbladder is finished, my gallbladder is toast, and it has to be taken out, or it just occurred to me. I started taking, I started doing THC gummies for sleep about maybe 2 weeks ago. THC is not my thing. And, throughout the years, I've tried literally everything to try to sleep. So when you're desperate, when your sleep is so bad that your life is under threat, you'll try stuff that you don't like. You'll try stuff that, and pot's never been my thing. If ever I was given a choice, to have an alcoholic drink or pot, I would choose alcohol. I don't like being, I don't like being really high. I don't like the feeling of that because I feel like it's something that I can't really control. It's not a pleasurable thing for me. But, I'd rather have a drink and mellow out or something. I can't, I'm too sick to drink, but it affects my nervous system and it affects my breathing. Everything, so many things adversely affect my breathing. That's never been solved. I don't even know why these conversations aren't taking place. Like, so many, I've been saying this for more than 20 years that, you know, prescribed drugs, so many of them adversely affect my breathing. Nobody cares. Nobody's listening. Like, I don't understand. It can't be rocket science, like for these doctors. I don't I don't understand why do drugs and alcohol affect my breathing? What's wrong with my breathing? That's never been diagnosed. It's crazy making. It's like, I said this to somebody else in a group on Facebook yesterday. I always feel like I'm in a court of law, and I am not sick unless I can prove that in a court of law. Like, I always feel like I'm on trial. And that's not the way healthcare should, it's not the way patients should feel like they're on trial, and I always feel like I'm the opposition. That's so wrong to make people feel that way, and make patients feel like they have to find a way to prove how sick they are. And that's the way it's gone with the sleep apnea, with everything. It's been like an actual fight. I don't understand why you would do that to people. Make them feel like an inconvenience. Make them feel like they're fighting for something that they don't deserve. They're fighting for health care that they don't deserve. That's what it always feels like. Like, I don't have a right to health care unless I find a means to prove how sick I am, unless I can medically prove. This isn't my job. It's the way everything has been. Like, There's something so wrong with my breathing. Anyways, where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, THC. So I I tried it, years ago. I mean, I tried smoking pot a few times when I was young and stuff. It's not my thing. It either is really your thing or it's really not. And um and I tried different strains and stuff, and man, I would just inhale that into my lungs and I would get an infection. Didn't matter where I bought it from or who I brought it from or what kind of strains or blah blah. Just immediately I would breathe it in, and I would feel like I had pneumonia every time I tried it. Just like breathing fire into my lungs. And none of it helped with sleep. And then after I was medication injured 7 years ago and 6 and 5 years ago. And, after the injury and just critically sleep deprived, everyone's telling me to try THC, try gummies, try pot. And I tried again. My nervous system was so injured. And I tried again, and it was just like my nervous system was like this. And it just made everything worse. I tried a couple times, and it just made my nervous system worse. And now years have gone by, and I thought, well, I'm going to try again. I'm just, and people have mentioned it again. So I went to this place close enough to walk to and bought some gummies. I bought a couple different kinds. So I've been doing these gummies for 2 weeks. The first one I took, I got so high. It was just awful. I took a whole one, I think 2 milligrams, and I don't know if that's a lot or not. I have no clue. I don't know enough about THC. I got so high, I hated it. So from after that, I just would take half of it, and then an hour or two later take the other half. And it gets me pretty buzzed, and I do not like it. I don't like it. One aspect of it that I like, and probably this is what pot smokers like, is it did calm my nervous system a bit. And when I tried them years ago, it revved me up. But this time, what it does for me is it just exhausts me. It just so exhausts me. And it feels better to fall asleep when you're exhausted like that. I don't think maybe they just slightly help me sleep a little bit. I don't think so, really. I don't notice any big difference with the sleep, but it's better to feel exhausted when you're falling asleep, when you shut the lights out, than to feel wide awake when you shut the lights out. That's an awful, awful feeling, to shut the lights out and know that you're going to now lay there for 8 hours and you're wide awake, right? There's nothing worse than that. So what it does, it just exhausts me. And, which has a negative too. You don't want to feel exhausted, but you know what I mean? Like, the exhaustion sort of feels like you were out drinking all night the night before, and the next day you're just so exhausted. That's how it makes me feel. But it's better to feel that way when you shut the lights out at night than to you're wide awake, right? So anyways, I don't know I don't know what I sound like. I'm so exhausted. I'm so out of it. I'm so sick. I don't know what I sound like to you. I don't know if I'm making sense or not. But anyways, like, because of the sleep deprivation, I feel like when I talk, I exhaust things to death. And that's just from being so exhausted. I'm not my normal self, you know? And I hate that. But anyways, God, I'm so tired. And the day's just beginning. I'm so tired. God, I'm so tired. Anyways, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, my digestion has stopped. I'm not going to the bathroom anymore. Not really urinating either. So I'm getting worried either it's gallbladder or what else could it be. So I took the half a gummy last night, the THC gummy. It went down into my stomach and my stomach felt like a rock. And I thought, that's what's doing it. I think that's what has stopped my digestion is these gummies. The THC. I think. I'm not sure. It's either the THC or the gallbladder, but I'm almost sure it's the THC. And I swallowed that. It went down into my stomach, and my stomach feels like a rock ever since. And I took some extra magnesium last night. I took a stool softener. I'm gonna have to really get on top of this. My stomach has stopped. My digestion has stopped. I've stopped going to the bathroom. I'm dehydrated. So I'm going to have to stop the THC. I wonder if I have to, if I'm going to have to wean off of it. Like maybe just take a little bit. I wonder if I'll have withdrawal from this THC. My stomach is just rock hard. I can't eliminate anything. I have to figure something out. I'll have to try to find a way to go to the bathroom. I don't know. Nothing's working. Anyways, yeah, I think it's a THC. I've looked it up. I Googled it. It said, yes, what it does is it affects the nervous system and it slows down digestion. But it says if you're doing a lot of tea, I don't know, is it 2 milligrams? Is that a lot? I have no idea. But I'm really sensitive to substances, right? And it sort of does affect my breathing because it exhausts me, right? Like all sleeping pills, all sleeping aids adversely affects my breathing if they induce sleep because just my breathing, I have a lack of drive to breathe, right? But I knew something new was so off with my gut. I'm gonna have to find something to somehow get my stomach, my digestion moving. Constipation. I feel just so sick. And my gallbladder is like now an emergency situation type thing. So I don't know. Does anybody know about THC causing constipation?